Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Holly Shock keeps things rolling right along, Scotty Mays complains about white people, and John Morris shows off some leg. Holly breaks our new quote-unquote golden rule. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, hey, what were you screaming about?
Stop touching.
Stop touching things, buddy.
There we go.
We are back on the Life Radio Show, Australian style.
Good day and welcome to the Life.
We're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Bruce.
I'm cooking it right now, mate.
Yep, our guest co-host for the week, Bruce.
Captain
And
Kangaroo.
we're here with our two guests, Bruce, and your name was?
Bruce.
Bruce, all
That's
right.
all right. Hello.
And we're done. We're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm
Yeah,
actually
'cause
your host, Don Smith.
Hey, Don.
I know you couldn't tell
No, I thought you
because
were
of
Bruce.
my amazing ability to
Improv.
mimic and offend people of other countries.
Yeah, you're probably going to
Probably,
get
we did a whole
We've
bunch
on
probably-
this
today.
one.
We're going to get
probably
letters
offended
from
a few.
Australia.
And
They'll be upside down.
All right.
They'll be-
Backwards, I think is what you mean.
Australian rules.
No.
Isn't it backwards? Like their toilets flush backwards?
I think that's actually just.
There we go with the sewer stories again.
I think
Back
it's
to
just.
it.
They said it's actually not real. It's just something they always talked about. You know, but it's not a real thing. It still goes normal.
We
They
must
don't have toilets in
Do you have-
Australia?
do you have to-
They
outback?
use koalas. You know, that's why they get pissed off and try to lick
Hey,
people.
what did you say?
Yep, dump.
jump.
Man.
We almost made it. We almost
See, now
made
I
it.
What word
got a
did I
marking
say?
on
What
here,
word did I
and
say? Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell
The
me.
one word that we were specifically warned against, Holly. The one word.
I am sorry.
We had
I
a whole
forgot.
conversation about it before the show started.
I am sorry.
'Cause not only
Crikey.
I didn't say it once, but I said it like a dozen times.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah.
show.
You were
I was just
all over the
emulating
room.
what the youth
I
were
show
doing.
remorse now. I am sorry.
You're okay. I'm just messing.
Yeah.
with you.
I'm sorry, TV land.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody cares in TV land.
TV, radio land. We don't need news stories yet.
You know those
We've
chicken
got
news.
each other.
Oh. Yeah, we better get to those news stories.
Yeah, dude. So we're back. Holly Shock is our guest. Don't. It's okay.
I didn't mean
Don't-
to do
don't
that.
be
I am
sad.
sorry.
Don't
I
be
am.
sad.
Well, I'll forget about it in a second. So
Forget
don't
about
worry.
what.
Forget about what?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, what'd you forget?
Yeah, I don't even know what we were talking about.
Yeah. Who are you? Scotty Mays.
Bruce.
Says,
Oh,
Bruce.
Scotty.
Seymour.
Scotty Bruce Mays.
Seymour. Yes.
Yeah, Seymour
Seymour.
Mays. Yeah.
Seymour Mays.
And John Morris is
Yes.
sitting over there
Tis
with John.
I.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Traded places with Holly Shock.
Yes.
And,
Well, seats.
Wanted,
Like you guys haven't traded places.
No, that would be.
That's a
Oh,
tall
I thought
order.
John-
That's some
For a
big
day?
shoes to
I
fill.
thought John was wearing her skirt now.
No.
No.
I got the calves for it.
Oh,
He
well,
did.
yeah.
That
I
John,
dude
no,
remember
I
has
already,
that.
I
calves.
already
True.
thinking John would look good
Probably
in a
the
kilt.
nicest part of my body is my calves.
A kilt.
His calves are yoked.
Do I need to show them to the...
Yes, show him to the radio land.
Show them
If
the
I could
radio.
get him up
Yep,
there.
show him to the
Rub
microphone,
that mic
John.
on him.
Yeah,
Rub that
rub
mic on those
Listen
calves.
to my calves.
I can say that,
Listen
right?
to the pulsating muscles of my calves. Was that one of them
That
there?
was one.
Man, that is
That's only one.
beautiful, John.
So if I get them going
yeah,
together,
if you get them both,
Yeah.
that's a symphony of gorgeous
Like-
right there.
it's like a meathead
Yeah,
grasshopper.
it's like a meatgasm. Yeah, if you-
You say all this crap.
We can say
Just
meat.
stuff
You
that I
can say
can't-
meat gas?
because it's a made-up word. It's
That's
kind of
true.
like being
Yeah.
expunged.
Take
We'll
that.
just expunge that from the show.
Well,
Take
you know
that,
what?
FCC.
That's just slutterific. Then.
There we go.
You are a pistol.
I should get whipped. I should get whipped.
You get a half dump on that one?
We get a half dump.
Yeah, hit the half dump button.
Just start
I hate when
censoring
that
myself.
Especially
What's
with
that?
cheese.
Yeah,
Yep, expungiate myself.
just start censoring myself.
Yeah.
Is that why you wear
should be the rest of the
glasses?
show.
Because you've expunged yourself so many times.
They say you do go blind.
Bad
Yeah.
vision. Yes. Yeah, I remember I'm not even going to.
So has anybody seen any olive green Kia Souls recently?
Oh,
I have,
Two on the
actually.
way here.
Yeah,
oh,
they're-
on the way-
they're,
I'm with the
Two on the way here.
I'm on the road most of the day because I travel to different facilities
Yeah.
when I work, and I see them all the time.
It's great.
Thanks, John.
It's great. I hope everyone listening and even the people on Facebook Live now see them.
All
yeah.
5 of you.
Yes.
I hope you see nothing but olive green Kia
Yes,
Souls.
all 5 of the people on Scotty's Facebook Live and the millions of listeners
Yes,
to
and the
this show and
millions.
podcast.
Millions of
The
listeners.
millions. We are coast to coast.
Like, yeah.
I
Like
think
the
we've
show
had,
Coast to
like we've
Coast.
had a download in New York and in California.
Yeah.
One of each.
Yeah.
So we're coast.
Yeah, you can legally say that.
Exactly. Yeah, we're international too.
Now, Denver, we'd have no idea. But the
Although
West
I'm
Coast-
pretty sure we
Denver
just
hates us.
we
but-
were international. I'm pretty sure we just lost all of our Australian listeners.
Nope.
So my apologies.
or we've made a
Yep.
bunch.
Sorry, Bruce.
well,
It's one or the other.
we lose Australia. We'll just go up to Austria now. We'll get those guys.
Oh, I don't know. That's almost as
That's
angry
close
as
to
Germany.
yeah. That's close to the
Professional
angry
anger.
Yeah,
Germans.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we're professional angers.
Yeah. The sinister laugh.
Ha
And your little dog, too.
news stories. I'm just playing. Does anybody got any shows coming up? Is there anything we actually need to promote?
Your boy's finally hosting a weekend.
You're hosting a weekend.
A weekend
Where?
4 years.
at the
finally.
county
At
jail.
Wiley's.
At Wiley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. he's been there so much he's
Yeah.
like a
Court
host
ordered.
now.
Got my own room there.
Yeah, he's doing the orientation for new guests.
Oh,
Go ahead. Yeah, you're
Hosting for
hosting.
Dave. Wait.
Wait. Yeah,
Don't
wait,
tell
wait,
me.
what?
Oh, that's a different
Yeah,
podcast.
that's Dave. Wait, really?
Yeah.
When's this?
August 31st and September 1st.
You know what's funny? I don't get to host and I own the place.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for it. You
Yeah,
won't let you.
I know my skill level. I'm not there yet. How'd you get to host?
I finally dropped my ego down and asked.
Oh, well, there you go.
Turns
There
out
you
that's
go.
all you have to do.
Yeah. That's sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you just have to say.
Listen, I was always
not
told,
that good.
like when I started out, I was always told you don't ask for a weekend.
Yeah,
You're
same
given
here.
a weekend.
Same
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
And apparently, like everyone's like, no, you ask. You have to ask. They're never going to give it to you if you don't ask. I was like, oh,
Closed mouths don't get fed, right?
yeah.
Well, there you go. There
Do
you
I get paid for this open mic?
Yes.
No, you were still not getting fed.
No,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but
But
if
you
they
still
were
have to
getting
ask.
paid and you didn't ask, you wouldn't get paid.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Well, he didn't ask.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I always like it when headliners don't ask.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't
Also,
know. Didn't know.
doing a guest set for Nate
Oh, cool,
for
cool.
Nate's
This
weekend.
weekend.
This weekend, yeah,
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nate
yeah.
Marsh, that's going to be a
Friday
good show this
That
week.
should be
Nate
really good.
Dogg.
Joe Robinette's hosting,
Awesome.
Good group right there. Good group right
and
there.
then who
You got Ray Jackson on there too, right?
Probably. I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Great
Maybe
lineup.
just
I
Ray
think
shows
no,
up.
Adam
Yeah.
Minnick is featuring.
Who's that?
Adam Minnick.
Oh, okay.
Cincy area. I'm not
Cincy
sure
area.
which one. Yeah.
Down there with the
From Australia.
Coming
Coming in right
Cincinnati,
from
Cincinnati,
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Yeah, down there around the great Cincinnati sewer system and the Crapper Keeper.
Yep.
Yeah. With what was
Oh,
his
the
name?
Bradley
Blankenship.
Blankenship.
Was it
We're
Brad
gonna donate
Blankenship?
the giant German carp and let him live down there.
It was a
Yeah,
catfish.
there you go.
It was
Yeah.
a catfish disguised
Yeah.
as a carp.
Catfish.
It was
Yeah.
a carp disguised as a catfish. It was catfishing
The
other
catfish disguised
fish.
as.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't
It
remember.
was-
I can't remember Aaron Phillips. Oh, Geraldo Rivera.
A catfish disguised as Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah, I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see. I can see a
The stash.
catfish.
That's
getting
an
away
Aaron
with
Phillips
that.
joke. I do not own the rights to that joke.
Right.
Right.
All rights to Aaron Phillips,
He
whether he
gets-
wants them or not.
He gets that nickel.
Oh, you have to pay to use those jokes?
Yeah.
Man, that's rough. I hope he doesn't come at the station. For
He's
that kind of
reasonable
money.
though. That's why we love him as the mayor of the Oregon district.
That's
because
true.
we only have to
That's
pay him
true.
5 cents a joke every time we use one of his jokes.
Yeah, well, that's not bad.
So-
I mean, for a mayor, you would think
Yeah.
you would think a mayor.
Well, he's not in it for the money.
You
He's
think
not
he'd
in it
hike
for
the
money.
price
Right,
up?
right.
No.
No.
So,
Yeah,
mayor of
he's
the
all
people.
about the people.
Yeah.
Yep, he's a mayor of the people. That's
It's moderate
great.
corruption.
right.
Midget corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's only the on
that's
the
par
street,
for the course
Mike.
in politics.
Oh, yeah.
When's his next open air?
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks? The what does he call
2
it
Fridays?
now? I can't even remember.
I think it's the first Friday of every month now. Is what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Talking
Okay.
about
So
doing an
maybe-
open mic though on like an off weekend, and just letting anybody that walks by that wants to go up can go up. And it's
that would be entertaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
We'll have to give that kid that showed up at Wiley's. We'll have to let him know. Hey, here's a show you.
You want to get paid for this? You throw your hat down there, son.
Yeah, busking, comedy busking. I think we can say that.
Busking.
Well, busk my biscuits.
That we did. I gotta dump
biscuits.
that. I gotta dump your biscuits, John.
Don't you dump my biscuits, Dad.
We're gonna expunge them.
We'll ship in my timbers.
What about you, Holly? You got shows coming up?
I just got a couple things I want to say real quick. I got probably Wiley's hopefully within the next couple of weeks, but I got picked for that Live Last Comedy Festival that's going to be the 7th, 8th, and 9th at Bell Fountain at A&E Campgrounds.
Cool.
That's like Stuart Huff on the 7th, Donnie Baker on the 8th, and I'm going to mispronounce his name correct.
Rob Wolflong.
Wolflong, yeah. And I'm really looking forward to that. And you can go online and just check that out. And then on Friday, September 14th, I'm doing a benefit show for it's called hashtag I Am Bethany, Laughing in the Face of Bullying.
Oh, okay.
At King Avenue 5. And it's 8 p.m. and it's $10 individual, $40 for a 4-seat table. And it's a bunch. I'm going to be in it. Lee Mays has organized it and produced it, and he's going to perform in it too. And Linda Belt is the headliner.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
that's going to be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
that's my first
Have you ever met Linda?
30. No, I never
She
have.
is
she's-
amazing.
she's
If you have
awesome.
an opportunity, which you will, like seriously, sit down with her that evening and just pick her brain. She is amazing.
We get along. We talk, message each other. She's a really nice person.
Yeah. And congrats on your submission.
Yeah, thank you. And this is going to be the first time too. Is I got to work on this. It's a 30-minute set.
Oh, wow. That's, yeah.
Well, you're just gonna have to sing slower. A B C D.
Yep. Yeah, as much
And this turned into an episode of a Stanley Kubrick documentary.
Kubert.
Kubrick?
Oh,
Did I say
that's a
Kubrick?
fun game.
Stanley Kubrick.
Is that the one? Is that the guy with the little horny nose? I mean, horn
Can we
nose?
sing?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Horn nose. Oh God! Sorry. I just
Stanley
Hashtag
Kubrick.
horny nose.
Yeah, he was cute on Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah.
Ooh, Stanley Kubert.
Kubrick. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
He made some classics, didn't he?
He really did.
I
loved him in
I can't
the
think
Shining
of it. Yeah,
Pyramids.
The Shining, the Shining Square
Yeah.
that he pops on. That's Stanley Kubert. Do you remember
sorry.
Kubert?
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
I'm
It's
young.
very bad,
I'm a
very
young
bad
person.
80s video game.
You
It's,
old people are
What's
scaring
What's
me.
the first video game you ever played, John?
First video game was Kirby.
Kirby. Okay.
Well, he has Nintendo tattooed on his arm, so he is hip to the
Oh.
Nintendo era.
The whole
Oh
world.
my.
We were still.
Kubert wasn't. Kubert
No,
was
he
on
was like
Nintendo.
ColecoVision.
Wasn't he before that?
Yeah.
I thought Kubert was.
We had Coleco. Hey, man. That was some
Pong.
top-rated
Playing a
technology
little
back
Pong.
then.
Boop.
From Atari 2600 to the 72 to
fantastic,
then
yeah.
Coleco came out and they had Popeye.
I
I mean, there was some
Popeye,
classic,
yeah.
you know.
Absolutely.
Now, if you popped acid,
Kids
Pong
these
gets
days.
really difficult. When you just saw the streams going back and forth, and that's what I heard from a friend of mine.
Uh-oh.
Did not just break the chair.
No, that's our.
No.
Oh, mine went like bloop, doo. But yeah,
What did it do?
it went bloop, doo.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still playing Pong. Holly's playing Pong on acid right now.
That
Pong
is
on
Super
acid.
Breakout.
Yeah.
Let's get our beeps right
Yep,
here.
yep. My bad. I miscategorized her bleep.
It bleeped when you should have bleeped.
Yep, misjudged the bleep when it was a boop.
Bloop, bleep, bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep, bloop.
I had to let that wind down. There had to be a moment of silence after that.
Where is your bullying benefit show going to be at? Again.
What? Oh, the.
What, you going to show up and heckle?
I can fill 15 minutes with that.
Yeah, there you go.
The benefit show.
Heckle at the bullying
That's
corner.
going to be at the King Avenue 5 in Columbus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on Friday, September 14th. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting Linda Belt.
Yeah.
Blelt.
Yeah.
Or Blelt.
We're really
no.
good with words today.
Words. Thumbs up for words.
I like how you say
W-E-R-D-S.
words and then you don't say anything.
I'm an English major. Thumbs up for words.
English.
English.
I know
I'm a
prefixes and
professional
stuff.
angler,
Professional
too.
English.
I know
Throw a
prefixes
90
and
on this
stuff.
conversation.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay.
We're
Sorry
gonna
for
We're
asking.
probably going to get shut down for this one.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what you have after a
Lock the
suffix?
doors.
Well, we really haven't said, other than Holly, we really haven't said anything we shouldn't.
Right.
I'm
We're
sorry
just-
about that, too. And I forgot what word that is.
It was a
again.
perfect show until that happened.
Yeah, we ruined the no-hitter.
Yeah, they had nothing to complain about except for us making fun of them.
That's,
and
that's
that was
kind of a weird that all the stuff we said, you can't say that one.
I know.
yeah.
I know.
It's
Well-
just the way it is. It's
I think we should get behind that as a cause.
yeah.
Do a benefit show for that word.
Just to say that one
Just
word.
to say that one word.
Yeah.
It's baby
Yeah.
steps, man.
Hashtag
Yeah.
that one
It's
word.
baby steps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm starting it. That's a GoFundMe right there.
Oh, go fund yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying. I need help.
That's
I
going to be
can't
my
go fund
website.
myself.
Oh, go fund yourself.
.com.
That's where you put money into a thing to fund
Yeah,
yourself.
that's a savings account.
Oh,
There's one.
I've heard of those. Those
Yeah.
magical
Go
things.
fund
I'm
yourself.
familiar. I'm
Is
familiar.
this-
How do those work?
I don't know. I don't have one.
What's the things with the pieces of paper where you can write whatever dollar amount and buy stuff with it? Those
Bitcoin. I think.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
It's not.
that's
There's checks. Checks.
The
check.
cereal?
Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know you could trade those.
Like
Bartering.
that's just as good as money, right?
It's a barter
The bad
system.
thing is you can only trade it for life cereal, which is also equally terrible. So
Mikey likes it.
Mikey's an idiot.
Checks for life.
China would be rice checks, right?
Ooh,
God,
We
Yeah, I didn't use the word.
Hey, Gestapo is acceptable, but
And
where
I
you
did-
just went is
Gestapo.
Yeah, we did. I didn't say anything about Germans or the Jewish heritage or anything. I just talked about rice checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bloop bloop.
sounds like you lose a life every time you say that.
Bloop 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 bloop. Well, if we're going to get kicked off the air, we'll do this next news story.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Go ham.
Recent visitors to Wall Street to see the famous Charging Bull sculpture got a little something extra on Monday. On top of the statue sat a shirtless man wearing a mask of Russian President Vladimir Putin. The rest of the bull was covered with a rainbow-colored assortment of sex toys. A man named Jeff Jetton is taking credit for the prank.
Sound like made up names.
It does.
Bill
it does.
Blankenship, Jeff Jetton.
Yep, Jeff Jetton. Is taking credit for the prank, interpreted by some as a commentary on how Putin seems to be controlling the United States. Jetton told Huffington Post he agreed with that statement, but wants to let people construe the prank as they see fit. He also said he used more than 130 dildos to decorate the bull, all of them donated by an adult entertainment company. He said in a statement, anybody who tells you that sex toys aren't good tools for resistance never had a bag of...
You can tell him to shove it up there.
Yeah,
I got to write this one.
bag of...
You already said it.
but yeah,
You already said it.
yeah, and a little bit of ingenuity. Yes.
He's like, hey, Billy, go over there and milk that bull.
Yes, why not? Why not? Because that's
Oh,
a
good.
saying. That's
Good.
a saying. That's a saying.
That's
You
just
ruined
a
my
cock-
joke by
that's just
interrupting
a
me,
cock
but
and
whatever,
bull story,
thanks.
folks.
I think it was
yeah.
bag of
It needed-
peacocks.
it
I think
needed
is
to be
what.
done.
I think it was a bag of peacocks from a previous episode, so we're good on that. Yeah.
What was his name
What?
again?
What?
What was his name? George Jefferson?
Yeah.
George Jefferson.
George Jetson.
Or George
George
Jefferson,
Jefferson.
yeah.
It's a futuristic.
Give
sex
me a
toy.
bag of dildos, dummy.
They're moving on up.
Get me off this crazy thing.
Hooray!
George Jetson. There you go.
Ah.
Was that a real though?
Yeah.
I say technically, if we said cuss words in like whatever the dog's name, Elroy, was that the dog's name? What was the dog's name? I'm young. You people are old.
Elroy was the son.
Yeah, his
Astro.
Astro.
If you just
Yeah.
said a cuss
Astro.
word in Astro's voice, can't
Not
you
if
technically air it because it's not the cuss word?
Probably not. I wouldn't try it because everybody knows Astro's voice. In fact, just saying Astro could be misconstrued.
Yeah, we'll probably get sued for that.
As something else.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah,
Astro.
that's another Hanna-Barbera.
You have given that
K9.
imaginary dog a bad name.
It's one thing to do a bad Australian accent, but when you bring Astro into it, we got to end your show now.
Yeah.
Australian Astro? That'd be a hard one.
Where are you, Mike?
Really?
Yeah, that's about how I sounded a few weeks ago. It was horrible.
Like you're choking on a wallaby.
Dingo Angel, baby.
I can see a steel cage match between him and Scooby.
Hey, have they done that on?
They
Fight?
Yeah, Celebrity Death
Yes.
Match. That would be great. Astro and Scooby.
Yeah.
He'd be too high to fight. Scooby.
Yeah.
You're never too high to.
Yeah, because
Well,
Shaggy is like, I'm surprised PETA didn't come after them.
Who?
PETA.
Peter Griffin? Is that?
Peter.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
You can't say Peter.
People eating tasty animals.
I think it's time to take a little break.
Bye, everybody.
And just breathe. Just do our breathing exercises. Listen to a little.
I'm doing
more heavy
Kegels.
metal. What's that?
Kegels?
I'm doing Kegels.
Kegels. You do your Kegels. We'll do breathing exercises.
I never get it right.
That's where you do Kegels on a keg.
Yeah.
It's called
Yeah,
Kegels.
yeah,
It's a whole new
Kegel
thing.
stand.
Kegel stand.
A Kegel stand.
Yeah, Kegel stand. Ugh.
Kegels and
That's what the shake weight's for.
Yep, there you go. On that note, I think "Fell from Grace" is appropriate a song to play at this point. We will be back. Hopefully here shortly. I don't know. Nobody's running in to shut us
Yeah, I don't
off,
see anybody looking through the door
Yeah.
yet.
He
I get
gave up. He
paranoid.
gave
Like
up.
I get scared when he walks through the door, and I'm like, "Am I about to
He's
get murdered?"
an intimidating
He
figure.
really is.
You should see him in his kilt. We'll be back here shortly. Here's a little more Potter's Field.
This is the longest day of my life. Minutes feel like hours, like days are years. My thoughts weigh down
Oprah's Book of the Month Club? Please, we've got something much better in store for you.
Let's talk about books. The energy is right. I got a candle going. It feels good.
Every Monday morning, Jessica Gillen sits down and talks with you about the very best in books and literature.
Murder on the Orient Express. The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. The Cruel Prince.
It's The Bookseller, every Monday morning, brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
All right. I'll tell you what to do. Go that way. Really fast. If something gets in your way, turn.
We're back to...
You lost it, John. You lost
It's
it.
harder than it looks.
We're back in Dubai.
I got intimidated.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah,
so let's
right.
play another song, and we'll come back and try it again. Get it right, John. We're not leaving here until...
I thought he said Dubai. We're back in Dubai?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the radio show.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Life Radio Show with Don Smith, co-host for the week, Holly Shock.
Hi, cats and kittens.
And because we haven't introduced this yet. We haven't introduced that we're on the radio show yet. We're also sitting in with Scotty Mays and John Morris.
Yo.
I'm kidding. We did it several times.
Several
we, though?
times.
Several times.
Then I.
You said good eye.
I'm so glad you caught up with us.
I'm still not doing it. I'm
Dude,
still not going to do it.
Come on.
Come on, Scotty. Give us your best Australian. Give us your best Australian.
Crikey, it'll be horrible. See,
It was.
I
It was
can't. Yeah,
fantastic.
Stick my finger in his
Oh, I
butthole.
personally loved it.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
You
Oh,
have the
God, I got
Scottish, the
really
Australian. I can't. No, I
Oh,
can.
God,
I can do
really
a little
do better.
English,
They all
but
do.
I can barely do American English.
Oh, okay. I thought you were not able to speak English.
I think you speak English good.
That's why you thought explungiation was a real word.
It is.
It is
I
now.
tried to
It is
spell it.
now.
We've said it
made
enough
happen.
times. Yeah, we've said it enough times where it's a real word now.
Yeah.
I tried to spell it.
I feel like Shakespeare inventing words.
What light through yonder window explungiate?
There it is.
Absolutely. That's the what? What is?
That was the Shakespearean version of Pork Hamlet.
Pork Hamlet?
Poor Campbell.
Ham
I'm
choplet.
sorry, ham chocolate.
And Portland.
Veal cutlet. What? What are we doing now? I don't even know.
Koala cutlet. I'm hungry.
Koala cutlet.
Throw
It's
the
fantastic.
koala on the Bobby.
Little bit of blooming onion, you'll be fine. Yeah, I've always
You wanna
wondered
see my
if
bloomin' onion?
No. If bloomin' is an Australian curse word, why can we say it on American radio?
Because this isn't Australia.
From Bloomington.
What about bullocks?
Bullocks.
About botty. Bottoms. Bottoms. Can we
Bottoms.
say bottoms? Is bottom okay?
Multiple time. Especially with spam.
That's rubbish.
Spam ball.
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
Rubbish.
A crappy promotion is leaving San Diego Comic
Did you say
Con.
crappie or crappy?
Crappy. A crappy promotion is leaving San Diego Comic Con attendees flush with excitement.
I hope it's Bumblebee.
Toilet seat covers featuring the face of Deadpool. Which most, anyway. Above the Marvel hero's foul-mouthed face are the words, "This is all Fox could afford." Alluding to the film studio that made the Deadpool series, the toilet seat covers are promoting the coming DVD release of Deadpool 2 and started showing up in restrooms in the San Diego Convention Center on Thursday. Those that aren't being flushed down are being grabbed up by souvenir collectors, and those that are being flushed down are making their way to Cincinnati, and Blankenship is putting them in the crapper keeper.
Collected by him.
I wish we could do more phrasing here.
What's that?
More phrasing.
More phrasing.
Well, just in reference to some of your comments during that news story. My mind went into left field,
Oh, okay.
and I have
Well,
to keep
yeah.
it there.
That's
because this is radio.
That's yeah.
Segregate your mind.
Did you say segregate? Segregate my mind.
That's terrible.
How about the new abbreviation for white people I'm seeing on Facebook now?
What's that?
WP?
WIPIPO. White people.
Why people?
White people.
Why people? I like
What is it again?
WIPIPO. White people.
Whippo.
White people.
That.
What people?
With the good.
You just named this
Go
episode.
for it.
No,
White
we-
people.
We've already got it.
What you got?
Huh?
We've already got
That was the
Well,
first
no, that
one.
was the first. That
Oh,
was the
this
first.
he
Show.
breaks
This,
this
yeah,
into
this is
two.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, I like
yeah.
it.
Wipipo.
Wipipo.
That's
White
hilarious.
people.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Scotty. I
man.
really didn't.
White people, white people.
We're getting all thrown into the same jar. Wipipo.
Yeah, it's not like we.
That's a man's jar.
What else would it be?
Right.
White people.
Go ahead. You're doing fine.
It's kind of annoying, to be quite honest with you, but I don't.
What, white people?
It's just
Yeah.
with the way
Yeah.
that
You don't
it's
like
the
it?
What
way
do you
that
mean,
it's
white?
being used, though. It's
Oh,
malicious
come
and
on.
being, there's just people are angry. They have honest questions, but there's malice behind it. Like, I'll respect your honest question, but dial back the malice.
I'm good with it. I don't.
Yeah. Bring it on in.
There's certain
Yeah,
things I
why
let
not?
into my little world up there, and I'm like, you don't even need to be here, but I'm going to entertain it for a few minutes.
Spoken like a true white people.
Yeah.
Caucasian.
That right there is white people privilege. Is what-
This is why people don't like me.
W-I-P-P-O, W-I-P-P-O, what is his name?
Hey!
Hey,
Google's online translation tools are setting internet conspiracy theorists ablaze. Good, because we don't need them.
They're high.
Yep. Yeah. After a glitch was discovered that turns gibberish into biblical prophecies.
Ooh.
The Google Translate glitch, which was popularized by posts on Reddit, can be accessed by typing the English word dog 18 times. That's not gibberish. That's dog, 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 dog. That's not gibberish. That's repeating the
You're
same
about
word.
17 short. I was counting.
17? I said it at least 4 times.
you said it's 7.
Carry on.
Thank you. So
Dog,
it's
dog,
11
dog, dog,
short.
dog, dog, dog.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Anyway,
Commit
and
to
then
the bit.
you tell the tool to translate the text from Maori, which is the New Zealand native tongue. The translated text reads, quote, "Doomsday clock is 3 minutes at 12. We are experiencing characters and dramatic developments in the world, which indicate that we are increasingly approaching the end of times and Jesus' return."
Yay, yay.
Just like the
Dog,
M
dog,
on,
dog, 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 dog,
Just
dog,
like
dog,
the,
dog, 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 dog. That's it right
Wow,
there.
wow, wow.
Got it.
Yippee, yo, yippee, yay.
Perfect. That's it. Yeah.
Just like how the M represents 666 on the monster cans.
Right,
Come
yeah.
Oh,
on.
really? I
You
didn't know
didn't, yeah, you
that.
didn't know that. Yeah.
Is that why
Yeah.
you drink?
Anyway, there's
Hail
more to
Satan.
this story though, because there are further glitches.
Oh,
Redditors, some of whom have concocted I said it again, concocted doomsday conspiracy theories based on the glitch. Discovered other ways to trick the translator, including putting in the text DONALD-TRUMP several times. You do that several times, and translating from Somali, causing the English translation to read, quote, "Do not do this anymore." Another disturbing
Get a hobby.
another disturbing glitch involves typing the word goo, G-O-O, 13 times and translating from Somali, creating the translation, quote,
from the window. Oh, sorry.
White people.
oh no, it's far worse than that. The translation of goo 13 times is cut off the penis into pieces, cut it into pieces.
Chop, 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 chop.
Chop, chop.
Chop,
Yeah.
chop.
Yep. Mark Snell, chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
We need to feed the.
How many pieces? 9.
9. Chop, chop, 9. Professional anger.
We need to feed the cat.
Oh,
Wow.
that's what we in the business call a callback.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Good
more
job.
you know.
I wonder if a German butcher would use a Ginsu knife.
Why wouldn't he?
I don't know, because that's. Oh, never mind.
Well, they were.
Those are fighting words where
yeah,
I'm from.
yeah. There you go.
Oh, really?
I tell you.
Ginsu triggered.
Triggered by Ginsu knives.
So how many times do you have to enter goo into the system?
73.
13 times. Enter your. You have
73,
to.
you might break the internet.
How do
all right?
people
In order to
find
get
these things?
in order
I
to
know,
be
like
told.
what kind of, like what? I just
In order to be told to cut it into pieces, you have to enter your goo 13 times.
That's what my mom used to say.
And that's why you're wearing glasses, too.
There's
Because
times
eye
a guy
protection is
at
key.
Google, and he goes, "We got to do something." This guy keeps putting this word in there. Throw something at him, you know.
So,
Who did what?
The guy, you know, probably some guy at Google watching. Why is that guy putting that goo in there? Just throw him, give him something to think about.
Yeah. Tell him to cut it off. Maybe he'll do it. He's got nothing better
Maybe
to
he's
do.
trying to spell
He's got
Google.
nothing better to do
What if
but
it was
type
just a
goo
guy
into
like, I
Google
bet you
Translate
somebody will
13
do
times.
this?
What's that?
I said, what if it's just one guy that's like, I bet you somebody will do this. And
Yeah.
programmed it.
It's some guy that works at Google that's
Why is
trying
it always
to see if
Somalian,
everybody...
too? What is it about the Somalian language? That
Well,
is
it's
our
just
words?
it's that one Somali that tells you to cut it into pieces. They're the one. Well, no, I guess the Donald Trump one is Somali as well, and the other one is Maori.
No.
So it's not all about Somalians.
Well,
Yeah, it just can't be.
pirates, man.
Yeah.
What if you use a Comic Sans font while you do that?
Then all your friends from high school hate you.
Yep, that's why people don't like me. A Pennsylvania woman recording a large turtle because what else are you going to do in Pennsylvania?
Wait, hold on. Recording?
Recording a large turtle she spotted in her backyard made an even more surprising discovery: an alligator. Tracy Hoffecker. I don't think we can say that on the air.
These
her
all sound
video.
like fake names.
Yep,
I
Tracy
think you just
Hoffecker.
type these up yourself.
Yep, Jeff
Google.
Jetter, Tracy Hoffecker.
What was it?
You got to be careful with
You
that.
really do. You got to be careful with Hoffecker.
Anyway, her video shows a turtle she spotted in the creek behind her Prospect Park, Delaware County home when she notices the alligator nearby. She said, "Never in a million years did I think I would find that this morning," apparently referring to the alligator. I immediately called my cousin because that's really the first thing you want to do when you find an alligator
More
in
cousin
Pennsylvania.
than Steve
Call
Irwin.
Bobby!
Enter-
Call Bobby! Call cousin
Pennsylvania,
Bobby!
huh? Wow.
Pennsylvania cousin gator catching. Her cousin, firefighter Sean Swingham.
Swing.
Are you kidding me, Don?
Swingham.
You couldn't have tried to write a better name.
Swayngham. Swingham. Swingham.
Swang 'em.
That's a
Sure,
great
Swingham,
name.
John.
Yep. Anyway, firefighter Sean Swingham came to look at the scene and called in backup from the police and some fellow firefighters. Swingham waded into the creek and captured the 2 to 3 foot gator in a net. In a net, not and a net.
And that was the
was
second
in there.
cousin.
That was. Get off that gator! Police said the
That's my
reptile was likely
boyfriend.
an illegal pet that was abandoned as it grew too large to be kept. He said the same thing about Swingham.
They finally had a use for Pennsylvania gator control. over
How
there,
you
huh?
gonna catch it? Swing him! Just grab him by the tail
Just a
and
swing.
swing him.
That's a Skylar McNeely bit.
Pennsylvania
Who?
gators.
Skylar.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
where he got that?
Into
don't you?
the drive-through window.
This show.
Really?
Yes, that was a
Wait,
news
just-
story we discussed on that show that he turned into a brand new 5-minute set.
Creating bits.
Yep,
Wow.
that's what we do here, John. We are all about the comic life.
We're all
That's
about the
why
bits.
this is the life.
Do you want me to try to bring the light?
Yeah, the
That's what
live
people
radio
say.
show. What do we got next? A Boston woman is looking back on her 10 minutes as a millionaire after a banking error was made in her favor and quickly corrected. Ellen Fleming, is that made up?
That one actually
Fleming.
sounds
No.
real.
Well, that's actually Ian Fleming, the director, the writer of the James Bond series. Ellen Fleming, 26, said she received a voicemail from TD Ameritrade financial consultant saying a deposit has been made in the account she opened months earlier with only $50. Fleming said she looked at the TD Ameritrade app and discovered her account now contained $1.1 million.
Withdraw
Yeah.
so fast.
Yep, she told Boston Globe, I was thinking, oh, wow, how neat would this be? Yeah, that's what you're thinking. How neat would this be? Swell. Gee willikers, guys.
I can help a lot of kittens with this money.
Imagine all the kittens I can buy. I could quit my job, do whatever I want, pay off my student loans? Because
Do
that's the first thing.
whoever I want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably multiple times.
In Australia.
You need to take, she also said you need to take every opportunity that's handed to you, but that seemed like an opportunity that could lead me to federal prison, so it didn't seem worth it.
I've never understood if somebody else is at fault and we pull that money out, but yet we get in trouble for it. I'm like, that's not my screw up.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys donated to my charity.
Plus, with 1-point-something million, you could get out of the country.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the first thing I did.
Yeah.
You just take a quick 500,000 and get out of here, you know?
Deuces.
You know, a quick story, and this is true. It really happened. This is back in the old days when you went to the bank and they stamped everything. I put a deposit in of $30 in my account, and when I got to my car and I was looking at it, it said $3,000.
What?
And I go, well, wait a minute. So I walk back in, and I go, excuse me, this isn't my money. Oh, yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is.
All
Well,
right.
no, then I go, okay, I'd like to withdraw all of it. And she goes, well, wait a second, let me go get the manager.
Yeah,
Then they found out it
exactly.
wasn't. But there was someone with my name at the bank too, so it's the exact same name. And I went from $30 to $3,000 for a little bit.
Yeah, that's...
Withdraw.
Did you ever get back up
That's
to
about $5 million now.
Yeah, did you ever
Get
get
it all
back
out
up to
of
that
there.
3,000 mark?
I never got up to $40 in my account.
Only during tax return season. That's about the extent of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not even now.
I become a
Not for me.
thousandaire.
Well, yeah, they did away with all
That was
the child
clever how you
deductions,
said that
didn't
she had $50 in her account because, you know, that's what it takes to open your account.
they? Right, yeah. That's it. For
I like what
TD
you did
Ameritrade,
there.
did it?
I like it.
Well, no, that's
like
what
that.
you had.
Yeah.
I didn't make
It's not
that up.
totally
That's-
free
I'm just
checking
reading
if you have to have $50 to open the damn
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
I
what?
said,
The what?
damn.
The what?
thing. Oh, I said it again.
Well, beavers build them. You're
We're
okay.
getting
Sure.
shut down.
Yep.
Oh, the storm again now.
We need to get a safe news story.
Venus.
I'm assuming you said Venus. Travelers on a Russian highway captured video of an unusual sight: a runaway camel wandering in and out of traffic.
Like, look at that
I already
camel
know
toe.
where your mind's going.
Yeah.
Multiple drivers recorded dashboard camera footage Wednesday. That many people can afford dashboard cameras in Russia?
Everybody
They
in Russia
all
has
have them over there.
Yeah,
Everybody
Like,
has
in
them.
other
That's
countries,
crazy.
everyone's car is wired.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's like for their own personal, like to protect them in case
Yeah.
something happens.
insurance purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you
Like-
sure it's not the government
It's called
spying
insurance
on them?
purposes.
Yeah.
Over here, it's called voyeurism. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Anyway, multiple drivers recorded dashboard camera footage Wednesday of the Bactrian camel running across lanes of traffic on the M4 highway in the Moscow area. Witnesses said the camel was running loose on the road for more than an hour, and then out of nowhere, Vladimir Putin swept in shirtless and picked it up and carried it back to the zoo. No, the camel was believed to have escaped from a traveling circus near Novomakovska.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh, he was straight hoofing
Sorry,
it, wasn't
sorry.
he?
Well, I lost a tooth when I said that, actually.
But see,
I'm going to Scott.
how did this happen?
Well, that's a close one there, Don.
And the camel said,
You will lose.
The camel said that? Oh, I don't think
Ivan
I don't think any camel would talk back to
I must
Putin.
break you.
I must
break
you.
I must break you.
If he dies, he
We are just
are we near Chernobyl
busting
yet?
through the news stories today. And
We
you,
are.
You can say bust. I've checked into that.
Yeah, good for you.
You can say bust in the news.
Let's just
Busted
go through
a
the
new
list
one.
of things we can.
This sounds familiar, but it's a different story. Wildlife officials in Virginia said they captured an
Koala.
unusual visitor. What's that?
A koala.
No, Travis Charles. They captured Travis Charles. Yeah, he was doing random comedy shows in the
Just
state.
bombing.
Yeah. Wildlife officials in Virginia said they captured an unusual visitor to the waters in the southwest part of the state, an alligator. The Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries, that's a mouthful. Alligator. You ever tried it? It's a mouthful.
it's really good.
It actually is.
It's
yeah.
quite tasty.
The Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries said the animal, an American alligator, was first spotted in the Gate City area on Thursday, and a search was launched to locate the non-native reptile because they had to come up with another word for alligator. The approximately 3-foot alligator was captured by officials and apparently turned loose in Pennsylvania where it was discovered the next day. Officials said the alligator is believed to have been a pet, just like the other one that escaped or was abandoned by its owner. Alligators are legal to keep as pets in Virginia, but failing to report an escape can lead to misdemeanor charges.
They really should
think?
be.
They probably
No, not at all.
just walking the alligator.
You know what's the best way to cook an
Just walking the
alligator?
alligator by
In
you.
a crock pot.
I see what you did there.
Nice. I'm gonna go home and walk the old alligator.
That's what you call it, eh? I'm going to walk the old alligator today.
If you use more lotion, it wouldn't get as scaly.
Scaly.
Actually.
I do not approve of this.
Oh, that's
I'm talking about his
so
hands.
unappealing.
I noticed his hands were scaly.
ashy.
Scaly.
Appealing.
You little scaly.
His hands are scaly.
You ashy white.
Walking as the alligator, his hands get all scaly.
Let's do a death
Ashy
roll.
white people.
I think we've been doing a death roll for the last 2 hours. We're just flailing.
Wait till we step outside
Much like
after
Pikachu.
the whole
Much like
Pharaoh
Pikachu.
comment we had earlier.
What's that?
Yeah, as soon as we step outside, we're doomed.
Oh yeah.
The
Well,
Legion
the
of-
world's coming to an end soon anyway.
This is true.
so-
Exactly.
true.
Didn't you hear Google Translate?
Yeah. Goo goo goo.
Goo goo goo. That was dog 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 dog. Did you count them?
I know, right?
Got a dog in his name is Bob.
Dog 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 dog.
Likes to run parts a lot.
Boots and cats and dog, 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 dog.
Sometimes he will run around fields.
We're gonna do one more fun story, and then it's time to just run. A teddy bear offer has been abandoned amid safety concerns after it sparked chaos in shopping centers across the UK. Build-A-Bear launched its first ever Pay Your Age Day, with parents able to buy a teddy bear, costing their child's age in pounds. They weigh their children to determine how old they
Got
are.
a fat kid. He's
This is going to be an
That's his
expensive
bear.
bear,
Yeah.
kid. You better drop some.
You can buy a real bear for that price.
Police had to be called to the White Rose Center in Leeds after a queue of around a mile long caused unrest. In England, they call a line of people a queue.
A queue.
A queue.
Weird little buggers.
Even the Australian ones are weird. So, yeah, apparently it takes a lot to build a bear.
Yeah. I had a friend on Facebook that did it when they did them here, and she waited in line for 10 hours to get a bear for $1.
That's
10
crazy.
hour.
That's crazy.
10 hours.
10 hours.
You pay a 10 hour.
Is that your rice
Yep,
check?
that's build a panda bear.
Oh,
Oh, yay. That's it. That was something else, Don. You have to bear with him.
And we're done. Does anybody have any shows they care to promote after this?
I got some coming up, but they're like way in the future. Maybe I can come back here one more time.
Once again, August
If I still have a show, you're always welcome.
August
Okay.
31st, September 1st, Wiley's, Dave White, Super Hilarious, been on with Last Comic Standing, Jimmy Fallon, Getting Dug with High.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. And Hookah Bazaar. Hookah Bazaar has been really fun the past couple.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
That's what I've been
I
hearing.
haven't been there in forever. I think I've only done the hookah once, and that was back when Joe Young was hosting it.
Yeah.
It was a decent show.
It's been struggling, but the past couple of weeks it's
Off
one of
the chain,
funnest,
huh?
Yeah, one of the funnest open mics that we've done here. So come on out.
Awesome. I will have to check it out. I think next Friday I'm off, so I might have to do that next.
Do you think the lady in Boston ended up investing in a bunch of Boston baked beans?
Which one in Boston? Was that the one
That's
that won
Miss
the
Fleming.
1.1?
We're all that
Ellen
beautiful
Fleming?
bean footage.
Wasn't she a skater, Peggy Fleming?
I believe so. Yeah.
So the whole Flemings are
yeah,
involved. in
just yeah.
The
A lot of
steakhouse
phlegm.
owner?
Lot of phlegm.
Fleming. Flemings.
Flemish.
Yeah,
The
they're
Flemish
very
Fleming.
Flemish.
You didn't come
They're
up with
very
the tag
Flemish.
for this show.
Huh?
You didn't come up with the tag for this show.
White people.
Oh, we did white people?
Yeah, white people.
White people.
Yeah.
White
Because we're
people
all
got
white people.
No reason to live. White people.
That's short people, Holly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dial that back. All right.
Short
I do want to
while.
get to my car tonight.
Exactly, man. This has been a show, guys. This
All
has
right,
been a
everybody,
show.
put on your ghost costumes.
Can't say the word I said.
Man, if I had one thing to say to society
Yeah,
today, it's
please.
just lighten up. Lighten up.
Yeah. There are some weird noises. Is that your foot doing that?
Yeah, man. No, it's my phone.
You
There's
trying to
Oh,
tell me
that's
to
your
lose
phone.
weight?
That's the
Okay.
NSA.
somebody.
Yeah.
It's probably a fake friend request.
'Cause I
I'm
thought
getting.
we were just kicking the bass there. I just hear this whoop, whoop, whoop every now
Yeah.
and then. You know.
My phone's got bass.
Yeah, but it's going.
It's all
go,
about
go,
that
go,
bass,
go,
no
go,
treble.
go. Yeah, I think you said that the last time you were here, right at the end of the show.
I did.
So that's just going to be your tagline as we end the show. Is Scotty's all about that bass, no treble.
It's all in the arms. The bass.
Hardly a triple at
The
all.
bass would actually be on the legs,
Would it?
unless
Because
you're
that's the
doing a
bass.
handstand.
I don't have John Calves though.
John Calves.
That's what we're calling
Yeah.
them.
Not many
Yeah.
people do.
Yep.
You had Paul Bunyan
Morris
and John
ankles.
Calves.
John Calves
John
and Morris
Calves.
ankles.
John Calves.
John Calves and Morris ankles. I kind of like that tag better.
You know what? I do too.
Oh,
John Calves and Morris
I will
ankles.
sue you for slander.
Do you want John Calves or Johnny Calves?
Johnny Calves.
Johnny
Johnny
Calves.
Calves.
It's so gangster.
Johnny Calves and
Yeah.
a Bendigo bunch. That just came out. Those are words.
Bendigo, huh?
Those
Yeah,
are just
they-
words.
You
that
know,
came out.
Meshach and
Yeah.
Shadrach were part of that little posse too.
Huh?
Google that.
Huh? Yeah, there. What's that?
You're like, ah,
Sorry, I'm
what's
just-
that?
I'm just writing stuff down over here. I get too many things going on at
Who
once. I get
writes stuff
confused.
down, old man?
Yeah, man. He said you're old.
Get out of my
Hey.
radio club.
Actually, we're close to the same age.
Yeah, you're all
so,
pretty
yeah,
old.
I
we're
say, if he's old, I'm dead.
All right, it's been so much of a show.
That is a
It
fact.
has just been so
That is a
much.
fact.
It has been 2 hours.
Oh,
It
look,
has
Travis
been 2
Charles
hours.
is watching. Hey,
What's
Travis,
that?
quit.
Yep, quit. All right, as we're going to go ahead and end this show as Travis quits as well.
Yeah.
And we will
I just
see
wanted
you
to be into
guys. Well, listen to the podcast just in case we don't make it back next week. All right. Thanks for listening, both of you.
Thanks, Wipipo.
Good night. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com.
That's just slutterific.